Whoa, okay. Wow, the sun is really in my eyes here, but hello. Um I'm Unpredictable Dunton and I am here to talk about a new tool that I just released called Spriteforge. Um it's a Python library that allows you to convert JSONs of a very specific format into sprites and sprite animations. Um, the place where this project starts from is when I tried to make games with AI tools in the past. As a game developer who was not very adept in pixel art, I was kind of hoping that the tools I was using would be able to compensate for that lack of artistic expression that I myself couldn't compensate for. Meaning that I thought that the LLMs and the AI coding agent tools that I would use would be able to generate art or sprite animations that could be used within the application. Unfortunately, that's not the case, so I decided to take matters into my own hands. Um, I think this is a bottleneck for many developers trying to get into the creative space with AI development tools or just development in general. Um, and I think one of the things that would make this process a lot more convenient, both for AI assisted, and just non AI developers, is having something that works inside the terminal that takes a well known and very basic file format and turns it into something that's usable for almost everyone. So I'm going to do a quick demo of that technology now. Um, and this project is open source, so you can also check it out on the GitHub. Okay, so right now I'm in the GitHub for Spriteforge. Uh, like I said, the project is open source, so it is possible to access right here on GitHub. And here are just a few more details on the project. Um, the basic idea or the basic like tool flow is you create a SpriteOps JSON and that gets compiled by this program, and the output of that will be your art. Here are a few examples of things that have been generated in the past using this tool. If I hop right into VS Code. So right here is a frog that I generated. Essentially what I did is I told Claude Opus 4.5 to create a spriteops.json file. And I asked it to create one of a frog, and I gave it a reference image. Here's another one of a hero. And here's a GIF that was generated using sprites generated frame by frame for the hero's motion. Here's another one of a frog, or sorry, a squirrel. Um, those are mainly the three that I have right now. So the tool is still being improved, but it's a pretty good start for this new concept, which I don't believe has been really explored that much before. Um, Image generation as a whole is mostly prioritizing very high quality, high definition images. So this technique definitely falls short at that level of detail. But for simpler images like this, it works pretty fine. Another note about this tool is if you don't want to use the JSON to edit the project, there's always the option of using the TUI sprite editor, which is made available via command line by running this command, SpriteForge edit, and then the JSON that you're trying to edit. So as you can see, this is the frog JSON or the frog project I was working on earlier. I have an option to navigate the different colors in the palette using C and Z, and I have the option to also paint each of those colors on specific portions of this 32 by 32 canvas. So instructions for that are also included on the GitHub. The workflow for this project is pretty simple. It's pretty intuitive and it's not too complicated. It's built primarily for asking an AI to generate a JSON that can then be mapped to the respective art that you're trying to generate. And I think that simplifies the process significantly because you don't have to go in and create the art yourself. You're also able to create something that is a little bit more. It's simpler. It's definitely simpler. It's pixel art, so there's a lot of really nice things that come from using pixel art as a piece of art that is available inside of your web applications and video games is if that's something that you're interested in. So there it is. Basically a sprite for terminal and LLMs. And that's what I've been working on for the past while. So I'm still posting updates to this project. I would really appreciate any sort of contributions to the GitHub since it is an open source project. This project is becoming available via PyPy, where you can install it using the pip command, but that is in the process of approval. So for now, that isn't an option, but I'm working hard to make sure it is. And in the meantime, it's an open source project, so check it out if you ever have a chance. And thank you.